Castle Nadisa, home of the Runeguard, sometimes seemed like the only safe place in Dereth. Sigurd had noticed the machinations of the Verindi, and they had disturbed him greatly. Always a man of action, Sigurd summoned his followers to Nadisa to hold a council of war. The Runeguard answered the call of their rune master, stalwart warriors such as Dark Highlander and Ronfar. Mages steeped in arcane arts like Akela. Even apprentice knights such as Gutenberg came to Nadisa to hear Sigurd's words. As his lords, knights, and huskarls assembled in the courtyard of mighty Nadisa, Sigurd began his dire warning. "The Verindi are coming," he said, his voice leaden with the gravity of his words. Akela and Baizaz started at the mention of the Verindi, shuddering at the memories of their own experiences with the dread creatures. Sigurd told his knights what he had learned of Verindi activities. Once rarely seen outside the Dyers, recent months had seen them in the company of Tumaroks and other base creatures. Now the Verindi seemed to be taking action, their hands seemingly in every place of strife on war-torn Dereth. Like malevolent spiders, they lurk in the shadows, their web of influence guiding the minds and souls of lesser beings. They had to be stopped. At his words, a roar came from the Runeguard as bickering broke out in their ranks, each voicing his own views on what strategy should be taken. Kadros was indifferent. Who are we to judge them? Are they not also refugees on this godforsaken world? Let them prove they are evil before we strike. I, for one, would not start a war for no reason. At least a war that we are not certain to win. The debate lasted hours, with every one from the most powerful rune lord to the humblest aspirant having their say. Some advocated an immediate attack on the Verindi to disrupt their nefarious plans. Others counseled caution, suggesting that the Verindi should be left to show their hand before a counter-move was played. Finally, consensus was reached. The Runeguard would seek out clues of the Verindi's plans and perhaps proof of their meddling with matters best left to the gods. Pleased that his knights would follow his lead, Sigurd exhorted them to pray to whatever higher powers they held sacred, asking for courage and strength against the evil of the Verindi. After a moment of reflection and prayer, the Runeguard left Nadisa to make their preparations for what was to come. As if anything could prepare a knight for battle against the Verindi.